Good morning and welcome to Faux 4 News. I'm your anchorman, Colten Youngblood, reporting for the Fort Worth District. Our weather report for today includes a 10% chance of rain. Excuse me, it seems we have breaking news. I've just received report that the Great Battle of Iwo Jima has finally been declared over. For over a month, U.S. forces have been desperately trying to take the island Iwo Jima from the Japanese, who committed a brutal mass murder of hundreds of Hawaiians and destroyed billions in U.S. boats and supply. With the battle finally over, the lives of 26,000 Americans have been lost, but the U.S. is now further protected from another event like Pearl Harbor. The Japanese were using brutal tactics by not fighting on Iwo Jima. They were in the island itself. Yes, that's right. They built hundreds of foxholes, camouflaged holes in the ground, so that when a Marine would come walking by, a soldier would pop up out of the ground and spray them with brutal gunfire from behind. Underhanded tactics. The defenders under the command of Tadamichi Kiyoribashi were ready. The aim of the defense of Iwo Jima was to inflict severe casualties on Allied forces and discourage invasion from the mainland. Each defender was expected to die in defense of the homeland, taking 10 enemy soldiers in the process. Within Mount Suribachi and underneath the rocks, 750 major defense points installations were built to shelter guns, blockhouses, and Japanese hospitals. Some of them had steel doors to protect the artillery pieces within, and nearly all of them were connected by a total of 13,000 yards of tunnels. It can be easily seen that the Japanese were very prepared and had lots of time. On Mount Suribachi alone, there were 1,000 cave entrances and pillboxes. Within them, 21,000 Japanese men awaited. As you can see, Iwo Jima is a small island off the coast of Japan in a cluster of small volcanic islands. This is a recount of all that happened. At 2 o'clock local time, on the 19th of February, 1945, the formidable 16-inch battleship guns from the USS North Carolina, the USS Washington, and later added the USS West Virginia signaled the commencement of the invasion of Iwo Jima. American naval craft used nearly everything available in their arsenal to shell the island, from the main guns to the anti-aircraft guns to unguided rockets. Soon thereafter, 100 bombers attacked the island, followed by another volley from the naval guns. Although the bombing was consistent, it did not deter the Japanese defenses, since most of the Japanese positions were well fortified and well protected from shelling. Many were sheltered by Mount Suribachi, as the Japanese had spent the months prior to the invasion creating an elaborate system of tunnels and firing positions that ran throughout the entire which were nearly impenetrable to projectiles from American bombardment. At 8:59, 1 minute ahead of schedule, the first of an eventual 30,000 Marines of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th Marine Divisions, under the 5th Amphibious Corps, landed on the beach. The initial wave was not hit by Japanese fire for quite some time. It was the plan of the Japanese general, Kuribayashi, to hold fire until the beach was full of Marines and equipment. Many of the Marines who landed on the beach in the first wave speculated that perhaps the naval artillery and air bombardment of the island had killed all of the Japanese troops that were expected to be defending the island. In the deadly silence, they became somewhat unnerved as Marine patrols began to advance inland in search of the Japanese positions. Only after the front wave of Marines reached a line of Japanese bunkers defended by machine gunners did they take hostile fire. Many cleverly concealed Japanese bunkers and firing positions lit up, and the first wave of Marines took devastating losses from machine guns. Well, I think that's enough news for today. This is your anchorman, Colten Youngblood, signing off.